Yo, what is going on? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So, yeah, we're getting after it per usual. I should have. Here, I know it's not the best time for everybody. I know, I understand. Yes, some of you guys are at work, but I need to get rid of some of this stuff. So I'm gonna do a quick first come, first serve. And you guys can kind of look at the stream, and you can kind of, I'll hover over, well, never mind, I'm just gonna do a drop game giveaway for the first come, first serve here. So free 33 with a password of 33 for who, if somebody's around, you know. I know it's not the best for everybody, but just some of the, you know, lesser stuff here. We some okay res, hit recovery stuff, boots here, shaft stop, couple socketed stuff here, 3 socket stuff, water walks. They're just kind of some of the lower mid-range stuff that, you know, might really help some people out. Maybe someone needs an Oculus, some of this kind of stuff, huh? These Sunder Charms. So I'll hang out in this game for a little bit. It is just a norm game after all. I don't want to hang out here forever, but yeah. I mean, a lot of this stuff really not anything crazy, but oh, I see ya. SOJ Nexus coming in with a Giga Chad Slayer ships. Appreciate ya. Oh, is it only available for 3 people? Well, there's no one in here, so there's nobody in here. I guess the first come, first serve, you're gonna get to scour over and take whatever you want. So free 33, password 33. We got one person in here. Just I guess just grab whatever you want, and then the next one hops in, you know what I'm saying? So, but while we're waiting for just a quick second here for them to pick whatever they want to grab here, shout out to all y'all legends here, notification gang and everything. Wicked Ball over on Twitch and YouTube like a legend. Saffron, Smulps, Cody H, Slim Jim, what's going on? Helder, Sosa, what's up? Dion, what is going on? And thank you, man, crazy. SOJ Nexus with a huge, mega legendary Giga Chad Slayer ship. Ooh, like a boss. Not even a regular Slayer ship. He comes in like the Giga Chad he is. Legendary. Yeah, right now it's only on 3 players. I didn't realize it, so I went ahead and made it. And then, so this is kind of, this is the people who were on top of things who hop in here, so they can grab what they want real quick.
Equals 13.17341% increased chance for Tyraels.
Hey, yo! Thank you so much for the continued membership, Troy. Absolute legend. I'll give them like 30 more seconds to kind of grab what they want, and then I'm actually going to grab the stuff and make a more open game. So just a little extra reward for the couple of people who had the notifications for the stream on, who were the first ones ready to go to grab stuff. So completely by accident, but it turns out that's what I want to do now. So looks like another person hopped in here, so I'll give him a second. There's nothing in, this isn't like all the insane stuff, but you can see it's a lot of like useful Sunder Charms and some other stuff. So I'll give him like 30 seconds to grab whatever he wants here too. So is there a link between the amount of weed someone should smoke and the chance to find Tyraels might? Chicho, I cannot confirm nor deny that to be true. I mean, I guess I could. I mean, actually, let me just give it a second. Why don't you guys just keep joining whenever people are dip out or whatever, if you see anything here you want. Because there's an open spot here, free 33, password 33, and I'm not gonna sit here all day or anything. I do. Some people don't like when I do the giveaways; it's boring for them or whatever. But you know, I got the stuff laying around. It would just pain me. These, you know, Sunder. Someone out there needs a Sunder Charm, and it could just like poof. But somebody, it could just be like, awesome. I'm so happy I got this. Just a few, kind of a budget res pally shield there. It's like 40, I think. Some Sunder Charms. I don't know if they just threw those out or what, but. G Stacks, welcome in. Yo. Phil, yes or no? I missed what I'm saying yes or no there to Nexus. Yep, no problem. Here, I'll go ahead and grab this stuff and I'll make a game. Actually, I'll just grab some of this stuff and I'll just save it for the next time when maybe more people are on a maybe a Friday night or something. I think you threw out a few extra items there too, but we'll allow it. We'll allow it.
Let's go.
Oh. Huh? Huh? Where's Marty at? No. Oh my gosh, dude. Confusion. Holy smokes. Thank you so much for the generosity. Nexus. Holy smokes. That's, if not a record, I think it's tied for the most ever gifted by anyone ever in the history of the channel. Holy smokes, dude. I don't even, I'm kind of, I'm in shock. Holy smokes. So SOJ Nexus, thank you so much. The generosity is absolutely amazing. And anyone who got gifted a membership, make sure you spam some congratulatory emotes for a huge Giga Chad massive 50 YouTube memberships. Ooh. Snow Pro, what's going on? Welcome in. Well, not that long time no see, but I hate this song. Why is this song on the playlist? Gotta talk to my boy, get this one off. Dude, these are going to be coming in for a while. Sorry if there's any comments mixed in there or up above. Feel free to put them in once the gifted memberships on YouTube stop. Holy smokes. Oh yeah, what was I going to do? I was going to hell difficulty. It's terrorized Cold Plains, I think, or something, right? I'm going to hit a couple. Oh, Bloodmore, I mean, that's what I meant to say. There's actually some champ packs out here you can go ahead and hit, so we'll go out this way, I guess. Yeah, it's crazy. Kill or just kill, I can't tell which way it goes, but yeah, absolutely crazy. True story. True story. Marty didn't get, yeah, there's got to be something with his account that he can't get gifted memberships, even though he says he has them turned on for sure. Something must have happened or something, you know. Yes, Marty's like in here all the time and doesn't get gifted whenever. Kind of funny though. Cyber user said he didn't get one either. Yeah, it depends on a few different things, like how often you're in here and stuff. Because if you haven't interacted in the chat within a certain period of time when the gifted memberships happen, then you're not going to get gifted one. You know what I mean? I don't know the time frame exactly. But yeah, just shouting that out there. Yeah. Not a huge deal. I gotcha. But yeah, where are we at here? Jordan legend for Marty. Ooh. It's just funny because Marty always says something about it. That's why it's funny. Oh, doesn't look ethereal. Yeah. Goated Terror Zone. Let's go. Man, Bloodmore T-Mite would be so sick. I always want to find Terror's Might in some weird place. Oh, yeah. Some missed. Yeah, no, it's no. You don't. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you not to, but sometimes that is a lot of money. So I am incredibly grateful for the generosity and everything. If you can afford it and you want to, by all means, but that's a lot. Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Holy smokes, dude. I hope you make a lot of money, but also thank you so much for the generosity, man. Holy smokes, dude. That's just crazy. Just crazy.
Gotta order that Tyraels off Amazon. Bezos has one.
Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, Zeppin X there over on Twitch. But holy smokes, SOJ Next is coming in with another 50. I didn't say 15. 50 gifted YouTube Salations. Thank you so much for the insane, crazy generosity. Holy smokes, dude. Never know what to say for such amazing generosity, but just thank you so much is all I can say. And once again, anyone who had comments in there I didn't get to, if it was something you wanted me to react to or make sure I read, feel free to put it in after the comments. I usually don't like repeat spamming comments, but this is a little bit different. So, but yeah. Snow Pro, yo! 32 months of Slayership.
100 gifted subs? You can do better than that. Underscore shock face. Underscore shock face. Underscore beast. Underscore beast. Underscore beast. Underscore beast. Underscore beast. Underscore.
Too many underscores. I wish it didn't say the I wish it didn't say underscore. It'd just be like shock face, beast, 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 beast. But yeah, SOJ Nexus, just insane, just insane. But yeah, Zeppin ordering, I should just order Tyraels Might off of, oh shoot, how's that joke go? Ordering Tyraels Might off a Wish, and then it's like a Templar's Might. Wait, how does that joke go? Yeah, we'll check that. I mean, I don't know if these are... I think if it rolls real crazy, it could be some, but... Have I ever gotten Tyraels? Never. Ever, 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 ever. Not just on G2R, on this Holy Grail, or blah, blah, blah. I have never, ever, ever in my life found a Tyraels Might ever. Crazy. Gee, thank you for the $2. Wait, did it say anything? It didn't say anything. If you put underscores, it doesn't say it. It only says underscore. That's weird. Thank you for the $2. So G-Stacks. Oh. I do have a Zod. Yeah, I found a Zod years ago. Only one though. Only one I ever found. It didn't work. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So apparently there's a. I wish I could find the link. I heard about there's a site you can go to and type in whatever you want your super chat to be on Twitch or YouTube or whatever, and it'll play it off the way that it'll sound. I heard someone on their stream talking about it one time, so that people don't like feel like they waste their money if the super chat doesn't work. Oh boy. It's got to be one word, because if not, the what you call it G-Stacks blocks it as a swear word. I think. I don't know for sure, but thank you for another $2 G-Stacks. Good morning, Kevin. Welcome in. Hilly, what's going on? Just finished season 5 of Sopranos. Best season yet, huh? Well, glad you enjoy the Sopranos. I suppose that's one of them ones that I've heard people talk about. Never got around to watching it or whatever. Never took the time. It's probably on some whatever streaming services on, probably one I don't get. That's probably why. Jarski saying thank you to SOJ Nexus for the gifted. Yeah. Jordan says Marty catching strays, right? Marty catching strays. Nah, no one really. Everyone's just kind of joking about how he always doesn't get gifted them. G coming in with another $2.
G-Stacks donated $2 through Super Chat. Darn you, robot woman. Darn you.
Thank you so much once again, G-Stacks. I'll talk about the robot woman that way. She's out here doing her best with what she can. Chicho. Not true. No Zod in Nightmare. It was hell difficulty pits with the lightning trap assassin. Actually. Probably should have. Well, not a big deal. Let us see, respecing a Novasork without self infinity. I mean, it would be just like what you call it, like the lightning Sork, like it was before. So.
Donated 200 Swiss francs through Super Chat. And just because I watch you on YT for years now.
Holy smokes. 200, I don't know what that converts to American, but it's at minimum $100 because the color. So been watching for years and you can. All right, yeah, I appreciate it. It's crazy generous of you. Seriously, thank you so much for another 220. Holy smokes. That's crazy. Thank you so much, SOJ Nexus, for a huge 200 Swiss franc super chat. Ooh. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Thank you for the generosity once again. Ambient. Yeah, I don't know. He must, a lot of people like watching him, I guess. That'd be my assumption. $28. No. Guess I could keep a jewel or two here for crafting. I'm probably about stacked up. I really need Ral runes. Let me catch up around over here. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of get what your accusation is there, but yeah, I'm not commenting on anything like that. Top 2, number 70. I figured that was the run, since it was the run before 70. So, oh, don't forget YouTube. Hit that like button for me. If you think this monster super chat from SOJ Nexus and the 100 gifted memberships is insanely crazy generous, then to thank him for supporting the channel, make sure you guys hit the like button. Well, I'm having well done steaks tonight. I'm about to have well done prime rib tonight. Wait, can you cook prime rib to well done even? I don't even know if that's possible. That'd be like having well done, like, what's that called? Beef tartare or something? The raw ground beef. Like well done beef tartare, like a boss. I think that's a thing. Have you ever used a loot filter? Not on D2R. I used to use a loot filter on old D2, on D2 LOD. On single player offline. I never used one online. Well, I'll just be perfectly transparent. In like 2005, I used one and I got my account banned. They deleted my account in like 2005 for using a loot filter, and all up until then I used one, and I never used one after that online. So full transparency. I would use one on single player, to be honest, offline single player, if I didn't only need one item on my Holy Grail. So there's a few other reasons too. Like if you use a loot filter and you're making videos and content and streaming, every video you'll get like 30 people comment on the video like, oh, look at this guy, he's lying to you all. This is one of those mods with like triple drop rates and stuff. Look at the colors are different of the items. Ugh. And I'm just, so that's another consideration I took into it, because I just didn't, you know, because I never know who's going to believe somebody who, like, people will comment that, and who believes them and who doesn't, and who's like, you know, starts attacking me because they say I'm cheating, and then like, but I'm not, but like, yeah, it's just, why worry about it when you have one item left on the grail, right? I got Tyraels might, right? So where are we at here? Let me catch back up, getting a little behind. It's cheesy. Oh boy, cheesy. I see your comment up there a minute ago. Living in your car, huh? That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Oh, where was that? Snowpro said he lives in the woods. In the woods in your mansion, you mean? I know you, Snowpro. Where are we at here? With ketchup, talking about my well done prime rib with ketchup. Ooh, like a boss. Oh, what? Well, we'll forget that guy. Oh, my chat paused over here. Sorry, my bad. I got behind on everything. Party members display horizontally. I don't really know that there is a hotkey for that, Defs. Because this is like not my party. These are like my summons. And then if there is something across here, I don't even know about it. I've never looked into it. I never thought about it. So. Yeah, we've got a few minutes. So the next terror zone I think is pretty bad. And I think, maybe after this I'll go with one of those like 3-man, if anybody wants to join, that is, like a 3-person MF or whatever you want to call it. Oh geez, I'm getting so far behind. What am I gonna do after the Grail? I'm thinking about trying to learn how to speedrun. Not don't think I'm, no, actually never mind, I am doing it. I'm calling out Llama and Kano and every Gymnasium and everybody. I'm taking your records. No, I'm just joking. No, I just want to learn how to do it and about it and learn some strategies to like use those to get better at the game. Increased odds, well done hamburger. Some places only cook burger all the way through, or medium well. Some restaurants and stuff, you know, just Grim thanking for the membership there. Medium rare chicken marsala. Ooh, that's where it's at. Hilly knows what's up. Hilly knows what's up. Jose Antonio Garcia up here, Minnow. Greetings. Nexus says he sees there's some non-members. Round 3 will begin soon, he says. Oh boy, this guy. SOJ Nexus. Ooh. Why does G-Stax's Phil have hair? Because he's the legend. That's emo Phil right there. That's emo rocker Phil right there. That's the next one up, Snow Pro. You're getting close to that one. Act 2 boss, best place to get Tyraels might terrorize. Someone did say Duriel had really good odds for Tyraels might, to be honest, but I don't know. Maybe I'll. Oh, I don't want to go here. What am I doing? Maybe I'll give it a whirl, give it a try. If next time I see it online on single player when I'm playing single player, maybe we'll try that out. But SOJ says, everybody right, break the algorithm. Nexus. Speaking of breaking the algorithm, hit the like button, everybody. Well, why am I'm looking for the Stony Tombs out here. I was just gonna do one Stony Tomb run here real quick, and then the next hour I think I'm just gonna see if anybody wants to hop in here for a little 3-man split MF. Oh, Next is coming in with another nothing to scoff at, a huge 20 gifted Slayer ships. Thank you so much for the, I mean, continued generosity, man. Holy smokes. Can't thank you enough. You're legend. DMC frowny face. You got, yeah, check and make sure you got your gifteds on, I guess, because sometimes there's, I don't know why sometimes, but people can't, they aren't getting gifted for some reason. There's something with it, but yeah. Mark Macon says legend. Saffron says, talking about speedrunners, how do they do it running around with 5 HP 99% of the time? I have noticed that as well. That's why I don't think I could ever, you know, I can never do it. I don't know how they stay alive sometimes. Yeah, they're better than I am at playing the game. DMC, I'm honestly not even sure. I don't remember. I don't know that I've ever went and turned it on for any channels. I never really paid attention. I would say type it into Google, and I bet you there's also like 300 YouTube videos that show you. Just type in how to turn on gifted memberships or something like that on YouTube, and it'll pop right up, I'm sure. Pretty much everything in the world I don't know how to do, I just type it into YouTube and it pops right up with the video. How do you change your brake calipers on a 2012 Taurus? How do you change the control board in a Whirlpool refrigerator, model number this, and it pops right up with an exact video showing you how to do it. how to change the ice maker in that same refrigerator. That's how you do it. Hilly says, gimme, 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 gimme. Maybe we get one next time, huh? Nexus the GOAT, says Jeezy. Nexus the GOAT. Very true statement. Okay, we're out of those. All right, so the next game, and it's just going to be first come, first serve. Where am I going to go here? I'm going to go to... I don't know. I want to do something besides the pits today. I was doing the pits the other day. Maybe we'll go to... But it's got to be an 85 area, so... Grinol, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 2 months. You Slayer. Appreciate you. Support the channel with a Twitch sub. So I'm not going to go to the pits. Stony Tombs is kind of annoying to find. I don't know why it's slipping my mind. I don't want to run the Chaos Sanctuary. Pits, Stony Tombs, Ancient Tunnels, the Wind Druid. I don't know. I guess I'll do the Stony Tombs here. So it's YYTT5, and if anybody wants to hop in, I think I have it set to... I don't even know what I have it set to. Let me go to number 6 here, and let me see what I have it set to, because I want to have it set to... It is set to 3 here. So YYTT6, password is going to be QQ, if anybody wants to hop in and join. YouTube wants to limit my spending to 500 a day. I mean, it's probably for the best. SOJ Nexus, thank you so much for the generosity, though. That's crazy. Might have to go to Twitch. Oh my goodness, he says he might have to go to Twitch. Holy moly. Swampy Pits, hard pass on that one. Come on. We don't need that malarkey. Oh, Nightbot, what's going on? Love that guy. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Great point, Nightbot. Tunnel or Tomb? Yeah, that's... I guess we'll settle on the Stony Tombs here. Hopefully I didn't look yet. Let me pull it up real quick. What's the next terror zone? Dark Woods Underground Passage. Actually, those... I actually don't... I think those are sneaky, not bad area, to be honest. The Underground Passage is actually kind of sizable, to be honest. They do have those, what are they called? Hellhounds, or like, I don't remember what they're called. I don't remember what they're called, but those dogs that shoot like lightning balls or something. That can be annoying, but yeah. Go to cider drink. I don't drink cider drinks. I guess sometimes I do. I'll do a whiskey drink. I'll do a cider drink. I'll do a lager drink. I'll do a... Yes, I did just mold that into a Chumbawamba song. No big deal. Tell Max says you're in prison. What? How to steal cars. I'm in prison. Oh boy. Close to inappropriate name, so I'm not going to read that one off, but thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Not really, but could be deemed by the wrong person, so. We'll go with Chewbacca. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Udlo, welcome in there. Yeah, Gold Magic Fight knows what's up. Knows what's up. How to eat well done steaks while bald. What kind of search is that? Oh, while bald. Like the operation of eating a well done steak would change depending on how follically challenged you are. I didn't realize everything's gone here. Battle orders is gone. Whatchamacallit is gone. Ulo, appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna hop to number 7 here. Number 7. Bid it. Your go-to bid it. I don't know what that word means, Snowpro. I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen it or heard it before. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, we got one of these to cube up super quick. Guaranteed 45 life skiller. Oh, well, maybe next time. Favorite song from the 90s, you say, huh? Nice. Oh, look at this. Nexus Phillip coming in with a tier 3 sub over on Twitch. Thank you for the continuation. You absolute Giga Chad. I appreciate the insane generosity. Yeah, so YYTT7, password is QQ. I just do first come, first serve. It's just open for 3 people, so me and 2 other people, just because the Wind Druid's, in my opinion, not fun to do over players 3, so it's too slow in my opinion, but yeah, feel free to hop in. Just woke up, gold magic fine. You just woke up, huh? Well, good morning, good morning. Chicho, yeah, that's I feel you there. I feel you from your daily spending. Yeah, I hear you. Pop-up Phil, says Tomac. Pop-up Phil. Don't understand the context. I'm gonna take it as a compliment, though. I'm gonna take it as a compliment. Oh yeah, Nexus Philip. Yeah, I assumed you were the same Nexus. I did assume that. Well, re-welcome in, by the way, over on Twitch. Insane. I can't. Oh my. Oh, you almost got me. You almost got me, SOJ Nexus. I'm not gonna let you get me though. I couldn't see how many that was. Where'd it go to there? Oh, it's a lot of them. Why doesn't it tell me how many there is? 25. Bro. He gifts a bazillion YouTube memberships, hops over to Twitch, and gifts 25 more Twitch subs. Yeah, Jeezy Baby says it correctly. Dude is a beast. Thank you so much, absolute Giga Chad, for just the insane, crazy generosity today. Thank you so much. Nexus. Ooh. My throat's starting to get a little from doing so many Slayers and Giga Chads. From saying them. Maybe I should specify there. That could have sounded wrong. From saying Giga Chad so much in my Slayer voice. Trash, welcome in. Love seeing them emotes over on Twitch there, celebrating the Nexus gifting. 25 huge memberships over there. YouTube, or I mean Twitch subs. I get all mixed up. Wait, do I have the right thing out here? There we go. Just out of curiosity here. Yeah, there's probably just about everybody on Twitch probably got gifted a membership, to be honest. Or a sub, I mean. I can't stop calling them. Oh. Because streaming on multiple platforms. One's called the sub, one's called the, membership. All right, let's hop to number 8 right now. Any good drops today? I haven't been on too long, so. Mewtwo saying the fastest caster is the Mosaic Assassin. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
Let's go.
Kelly up a minute ago saying follically challenged, new PC term for baldness. No, it's I think I invented that myself. I can't prove it, but I think I did. It just sounds funny. I kind of stole it from the term like vertically challenged, and then I made it follically challenged, but yeah. Oh, Trash coming in with 5 gifted. Layer ships. Ooh. Thank you so much for the generosity, Trash. You legend. Absolute legend. Whoop. Become a Fortnite streamer? Maybe, yeah. I might. You know what, Snowpro? You can't prove that I won't ever not play Fortnite. There's a 60% chance that I for sure might play Fortnite sometime in the future, maybe. Kermit, yo, what's going on? Think you can win in Fortnite? I mean, how hard could it be, right? It's a bunch of 9-year-olds. They haven't even developed all their finger dexterity yet to control the controller or whatever. Is Phoenix Shield worth it on a Fire Sword? Marius asked. It is. Phoenix is borderline. Like, I wouldn't make Phoenix first. I would be like Enigma, Infinity, stuff like that for my characters / accounts, depending on if you're playing offline single player, if you want to play more than one character or not. Like, I would do Infinity, like talking about value wise, or whether you're queuing up runes first. Phoenix is nasty though, so if you're online only doing one character and you're just looking for all the best gear for Phoenix, or for your Fire Sorceress, I would get a Phoenix, but it is real expensive. I get it, so it is very expensive. I didn't make Phoenix on my offline single player until like about a year ago, so, but that's because Ja runes, 3 Ja runes or whatever it is hard to come by on offline single player. So hype just I guess we'll share it. It just shared the words, it didn't share the icon. Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, empty to Ja. Yeah, this is copyright free stuff. Yeah, I see Trash hit up yeah there. Link at the very bottom of the description to the guy whose music this is, by the way. I was like shouting him out because I've been listening to this guy's stuff for a long time, and it's really quality considering it's backing tracks with no lyrics and copyright free. It's like really quality in my opinion. Very quality. Like, it sounds like legit songs you hear on the radio. Maybe there's every once in a while you hear a little artifact or something, you know, every once in a while, but yeah, I think it's just some guy who makes this stuff himself, like, so I think it's real quality for what it is. Let's see. Okay, where are we at? I got a little distracted here. Gonna be 77 here in Minnesota tonight. Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty warm in Michigan here tomorrow. So, well, not 77 though. It's supposed to be 70 and raining. It's supposed to rain tonight. It's supposed to rain Sunday. I'm hoping the Sunday rain. All right, let's jump to the next one. I'm hoping the Sunday rain disappears because I'm supposed to go golfing for the first time this year on Sunday. If the rain goes away, that is. So. Kermit says if D2R didn't come out, I'd be a washed up COD streamer. No, I'd still be sitting in a random factory pushing buttons somewhere is what it would be. I'd be working 60 hours a week pushing buttons, breathing in welding smoke, and I'd probably have lung cancer already and probably would have had some other injury to my body where I probably would have been partially like partially crippled already. Yeah, I got pretty lucky. Missing a low rune, Marius says. For your Phoenix, you say, huh? You got all the jaws? You got the hard part out of the way then. Congrats on that one. Spire of Lazarus. That's an interesting one. An interesting one. Jordan says respect the Nova without self-infinity. Maybe you're referring to a comment from like 20 minutes ago or something there, Jordan. You might be behind in the stream, but yeah, back in the day, you couldn't, well, you could self-infinity, but it didn't work right. So someone was just kind of making a joke about, I don't know, using a suboptimal build. What? Oh, there's an open spot here, by the way, if anyone wants to join. YYTT9, password QQ. You're making an AI slop channel? Nice. AI slop channel. The problem with shorts is that there's so much, like you're saying, there's so much just complete trash slop out there that, like, I don't know that you can really get anywhere with those, to be honest. I know people post some and they'll get 100,000 views on it and stuff like that, but like on one of them, and then they'll get like 100 views on another one, and then they'll get 100 views on another, and 100 views on another, and 100 views on another, and then the next one will get like 40,000. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm old man, like, well, get these shorts out of here. But personally, I'm not too keen on them myself. I rarely do. Every once in a while I'll watch shorts on YouTube. I'll click on it and watch one or two or here or there. I'm almost always disappointed that I watched it every time, every short I ever watch. Yeah, I actually did something along those lines. I'm not gonna even tell you what it's about, but I tried to gimmick a scheme like that. Where I actually made shorts and I made normal videos that were AI things about a year ago. And it was kind of like I would get views on the videos and stuff, but then people wouldn't subscribe because it was just AI slop, you know? So it was all about just like trying to get one of these AI slop videos to go viral. So it's like, yeah. Holy Nexus coming in insane again. Holy smokes. Nexus coming in with 50 Twitch subs after he just gifted 25 a few minutes ago. Thank you so much, Nexus. You absolute Giga Chad legend. Ooh. Thank you so much for the gifted subs on Twitch, man. Holy smokes. And like 150 gifted memberships on YouTube, too. Oh my gosh. Just crazy. Nexus owns his own company. Congrats on the company. You must be very successful, so congrats on that. And thank you so much, Nexus, for the huge gifted subs, Twitch subs. I gotta stop and think what they're called. I'm so dense. Thank you for the Twitch subs. All right, let's hop to number 10 here. Zephanex says, wow, it's a true story. To work. All right, peace out, Kermit. Peace out. Kermit says when he hears the AI voice, immediately clicks off. Yeah, that's how I am nowadays too, pretty much. If I ever hear that, you know, because they don't put the right emphasis on the right syllable, so it's like you just hear that and you're just like, okay, never mind, bye. Yeah, Pork, absolutely. Yeah, someone went crazy generous with gifted memberships there on YouTube. Oops. And on Twitch. And on Twitch. Oh, GGM Oridon. Part of the GGM gang. Maybe next season, maybe I'll take the lead on that too. It'll be like old school days. Oh, so speaking of because this is GGM, that's somebody who would be Ginger Gaming Mentor. It was just right here behind his name too, but Ginger Gaming Mentor fan. Back in the day, my clan tag in Call of Duty, it was the same thing. How you'd put your clan tag and then it would be like, you know, your name. It was DVDA, if anybody knows that movie. And it was always funny when I'd be playing Call of Duty and somebody had actually seen the movie that's from. DVDA. Don't say it, but if anyone in chat knows what that's from, just say, if you know, you know. Okay, never mind. Snow Pro already got it, jumped on it. Never mind. This guy. Oh, Next is coming in with another 10 tier 1 subs over on Twitch. Thank you so much, you Giga Chad. Absolute Giga Chad, you. Nexus. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The generosity is absolutely crazy. Thank you so much. You absolute legend. Absolute legend. I have long since ran out of descriptive words to explain how thankful I am, by the way. And how Giga Chatted you are. So just trust me. I'm mega appreciative and thank you so much. I ran out of adjectives? Adverbs? I don't know what word is for things to describe stuff. I know it's not nouns because that's names, but whatever it is. How much does the defense matter on the mercenary? Not really that much. Is it an adjective? Could be. I'll take your word on it. Not much. A little tiny bit. Xander says thanks to Nexus for the gifts, for the gifted subs there. Voldemort live. I can't tell if this is a joke, trolling, or serious, but I'm doing good and no, this is not hardcore. If that's, I can't tell. Quark says GG to Nexus. Ooh, true story there. True story there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How much? Oh, I already read that one. Oopsie. Don't have a higher base for your treachery. I wouldn't worry too much for treachery. Actually, some people, this might shock you, some people actually will argue and prefer a lower defensive base for treachery so that fade will happen faster, so it'll proc faster is what they say. Because treachery, the fade proc gives you more res and it actually gives damage reduction as well. So people, sometimes people's mercenary will die before they even, before treachery even like goes off or whatever. So I personally just throw it in like a standard. And if I had a regular like Dusk Shroud or something like Zeph and X says here, or like a regular Wormhide or something like that, I would throw it in there. I wouldn't wait for a perfect superior ethereal base or anything like that for treachery. It's a cheap enough rune word that if you had a better base, you could just make another one later. Lem runes aren't that hard to come by. Okay, so yeah, where do we go up here? Vex yesterday. I feel like that was in the pits, Tomac. I think. I'm pretty sure. Save your kid talking about DVDA and absolute movie classic. Was an absolute classic movie. You are right. True story. All these monsters, I'll take them out. Maybe they'll drop a rune for me. Who knows? Fred, yo! Welcome in. Welcome in, Fred. Promise not a troll. Sorry, I haven't watched much D2. Yeah, no problem there, Voldemort. But yeah, not hardcore. I don't like playing hardcore. I have to pay attention to playing, and I can't read the stream as good. And I really prefer streaming where I'm reading the every comment I can. So I don't know wrong people with the way other people stream, but I just want to be a streamer who reads. You know, I don't want people putting comments and not getting them, you know, paid attention to, you know? So that's why one of the 7 reasons why I don't play hardcore. That's my best excuse. The other ones sound like I'm being whiny. Yeah, Fred, what's going on? Yeah. We had a very generous Nexus over here gifting like 150 YouTube memberships and like 100 Twitch subs. Absolute Giga Chad. Yeah, Tomex's Marty still didn't get one. Yeah, there's got to be something wrong with his account. We were kind of chatting about it a little bit later, so. Yeah, Smolps, there you go. That's your next, No. We're not going to do that as our... Should we do that as our gamer tag? Instead, I was going to do SP for Sweet Phil, but we could all go DVDA, I guess. Maybe I'll have to do a vote. I'll do like a Discord poll or something. I don't know. Bill, welcome in. Yep, true story. You and Fred kind of said the same thing when you hopped in. Oh yeah. Running out here. Lem's the best rune I have found so far, says Fevered Mind. Just got back into the game. I get you. Yeah, it's definitely good. Treachery is definitely good and stuff. So yeah, for a Lem rune, if you have a sorceress, you might not. You very well might not. But if you did have a sorceress, just for example, you could run the Countess in Hell difficulty on players 1 difficulty, and probably in a couple of hours you could get yourself a Lem rune, like essentially guaranteed. In like 2 or 3 hours, you can essentially 100% guaranteed get a Lem rune. So, little tip from me to you. If you don't have a sorceress and you are just running it, it would take you like several hours, but... You are sorceress? There you go. Now you just have to be like... Not cold, I guess. Because cold is really hard, because all the minions are cold. If you're a fire sorceress, you can go up with Fireball, boom, blast all the minions, and then if you have Treachery Insight on your Act 2 Mercenary, your Mercenary on P1 can kill the Countess in like sub 5 seconds by itself, so. Okay, let's see where we're at here again. Thank goodness it can be annoying with the instant death on hardcore. Yeah, true story. Yeah, and that's part of the thing too. If I ever died in hardcore, Voldemort, I wouldn't have the stuff to make videos. And I mean, it'd be a funny highlight. I can make a video about dying on hardcore, I guess, but like I would lose all my stuff that I was like using on my Holy Grail, and I wasn't doing a hardcore Grail or anything, so like, you know, I don't know. Plus, it would hurt my feelings if I died and I lost everything. A member of this fine community helped you out, says Fevered. Nice. So great to hear. Great to hear. A lot of the D2 community and then a lot of the community up in this channel. Absolute legends helping people out. Voldemorty? No, probably a different person. I see what you did, Fred. So I got a Ral rune to do a little bit of crafting here. Breno says thank you to Nexus for the gifted subs here on Twitch. Why D4 as your PFP? It's your PFP. I don't know what PFP stands for, Tomac. You're gonna have to help me out. I can't think of the acronym. Would it stand for? Oh, speaking of, I remember to send my tax guy something. Oh, profile pick. D4 is my profile pick. I don't think it is. I don't know where it would be. Yeah. Must be some kind of joke that I don't get. Tends to happen. It tends to happen. 99 Titans, nice. Fevered Mind. Definitely a cool, definitely a good item for the Sorceress and a good roll. Orb Hydra, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, Orb Hydra, if you drop down the Hydras, let them take out all the minions for the Countess, and then have your Mercenary chop out, just chop out the Countess, and good to go. Or if you got a Sunder Charm, of course. Forget about those nowadays. Tomax is a hot dog with sauerkraut and mustard. I eat mustard. Sauerkraut, though. Might as well eat medium rare chicken at that point. Medium rare shredded chicken. Went down. Are you saying he died in hardcore, Ambient? Or his stream crashed, or BNet crashed? Which one are you saying there, Ambient? Next one here, number 13. Bowl of sauerkraut with a fork. Raced, gross. Almost banned you for that one. Jeez. Voldemort play. Oh, Voldemort's icon is D4. Now I gotcha. Now I'm picking up Chilean down. Gotcha. I didn't know what y'all was talking about there, so. Noth TTP, what is going on? Welcome in. Tomac said he made Dual Dream. Impressive. I've never made those because they're so expensive and they're only for like one build, but yeah, that's takes a lot of commitment to get up to there, so congrats to that. Okay, let's do this one. Crafted amulet here. It's going to be 220 source. Oh, is this good or not? Should I keep it or? Yeah, Ambient. Sometimes weird things like that happen. Someone's stream crashed and stuff. Yeah, it can happen. Chocolate drink or coffee? I'm a coffee guy. Yeah, for sure. Black coffee. Black coffee. Hilly knows what's up. He's a big fan of that medium rare chicken marsala. Yum, 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 yum. My favorite. Fever Mind. Light Sunday. Going to respec after you find a token. Okay. Oh no, you misclicked your last respec. Tough to hear that. Taste buds of a 6-year-old? No, not true at all. I just don't like sauerkraut. No sane person does, to be honest, so. No red blood freedom loving American eats that sauerkraut. That's devil's lettuce right there. That's the real devil's lettuce. I just realized that I didn't know. I was like, what did I just say that for? I know I gotta cover. Because devil's lettuce is obviously something else. What's chocolate drink? I assumed it was like hot chocolate or something. Fred says brat, sauerkraut, jalapenos. Man, the sauerkraut though, jalapenos are good. I mean, you guys gotta ruin it with that rotten cabbage. They literally take cabbage, they rot it, they intentionally rot it till it gets all rotten, and then you eat it. Like, come on. Hilly's hot sauerkraut juice with hot chocolate. That's rough. That's a rough one. Wine? No, 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 no. Wine's disgusting. Disgusting. Hanging out for a while, boiling water for my coffee later. Coffee's some great stuff. Great stuff. I don't know how I lived before coffee. Chocolate drink is Yoo-hoo. I mean, I guess that is true. I kind of forgot about that. Fred says, according to Phil, sauerkraut bad, tofu good. Yeah, listen to you people with your child palates over here. Don't eat tofu. Get out of town. You guys don't even know how to live. Save your kids says pickleback shots. Worst trend ever. Yeah. I bet you all these sauerkraut lovers probably love picklebacks. They're all like, let's just drink straight from the jar. Guaranteed. I can call it already. Why do I wait? Tofu tasteless? That's exactly why. Tofu tastes like whatever you want it to taste like. It has little to no flavor at all. So you just put some seasoning on it and it tastes like the seasoning. You put sauce on it, it tastes like the sauce. That easy. 14. Snowpro said quit coffee. Ripping those beers only, huh? Just ripping beers. Checks out. Seems like that would work good. See, Hilly says he quit, found out I couldn't drink coffee anymore. Yeah, that'd be rough. I always wondered something like that, if he couldn't drink coffee anymore. I mean, I quit coffee for a little bit, actually. Long story about why I did that for like 6 months, but then I started drinking coffee again. But like if I had some weird, like an allergy where I could never eat meat again or something, like I had to be vegetarian, or like if I could never have any, like there was a guy, I played in a horseshoe league. If any, you guys, most people know what horseshoes is. There was a guy in that horseshoe league, he drank alcohol one time in his life. And it was on his 21st birthday. And then he found out he was allergic to alcohol. He almost died on his 21st birthday because he drank a whole bunch of alcohol and he's apparently highly allergic to it. And he did all these chugging beers and ripping shots, and then he almost died. And he never drank alcohol again. And I was like, you didn't drink it till... Well, anyways, that sounds bad, but you didn't drink till you were 21? You didn't even try it one time? Yeah, pretty crazy. Take my coffee and bacon, you're jumping off a bridge, says Race. Ooh. Nice. Oh, didn't see that sitting there. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, well, it is Amara's. But 21 res is not the best. But I'm happy about it, though. So, boom. We'll take it. Could end up using it here maybe, about the FCR, wherever I am, anyways. Yeah, it's probably, I think, was that, yeah, we're at 104. I guess I can't take that off, can I? But I was about the, I was probably about the same there, OG Kev, actually, when I started partying a little bit more. And GLGG, that's probably about the same here, the first time, probably. Maybe 15. Yeah, no, I was about 14, yeah. Not advice, though. Oh, okay, yeah. Snow Pro says a guy that we know is allergic to alcohol. No way. Gotcha. Yeah, I did not... Wait. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. I don't know. Because, yeah, those... I know you guys are younger than me, so... Or, well, obviously you are, but I meant Ryan is. I don't remember how much younger. I thought he used to come up to dollar beers and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Race, don't do that. No, stay away from the tequila worm. Script says that's called alcohol poisoning. Well, it kind of is, but that's not really what it's like called. He was actually allergic to it, like not like a normal person. Ambient never did that kind of things. Josh Confer, thank you so much. Says love the videos. Appreciate you. Very kind of you. Yeah, maybe Snow Pro. Maybe there's something else along with it. Something else he was allergic to. Something in one of the things or something, like the color additives to like captains, like you said, or something ridiculous like that. So I had a question. Wicked Ball Raced, anybody who's been over on Twitch for a while, have you guys gotten any ads today? And if so, like, how long were they? Got you, Ray. Sorry, appreciate you. Chamador. All this food talk and alcohol talk. The pregnant girlfriend says, "Yum, want some of that stuff?" Nice. Fred, that's a bit exaggerated, talking about how people drink their coffee. I mean, it's a bit much. I mean, it's a bit much. People can put stuff in their coffee. What if you get one of them fancy coffees with like they draw pictures with the cream or whatever? They're like $70 coffees. You gotta add stuff to that, right? Jason M says he gets all... Sounds like, yeah, you got an allergy to something in beer, it sounds like. Ooh, 2 seconds. Unfortunate. I don't know why. I probably shouldn't be stopping to take these guys out, but got distracted for a second. Okay, let's find where are we at here? Cyber's sticking with his THC. Yeah, enjoy that stuff. Ooh. Where are we at here? Jeremy Phillips saying he's going to farm Nightmare Andy till he gets an SOJ. Gotcha, gotcha. Best of luck. Hopefully that comes quick for you. I'll throw my 2 cents on there. I don't know if you're on offline single player or if you're on online. I generally wouldn't slam Nightmare Andy for an SOJ unless I was single player. And you might be. You could be. But yeah, that's just my take on the situation. I've heard people saying they do it they still do it on the online here. So it's not the exclusive opinion, but just my opinion. I don't like doing that. If I had more magic, fine. Fred says no longer coffee if you get one of them fancy coffees with stuff in it. Well, interesting hypothesis. I appreciate you, Did I was just asking. I changed some settings over on Twitch, and I was just seeing what it was doing with ads over there, because these sites, like, you can tell them where to do ads and when not to and stuff, but like YouTube and Twitch and stuff, sometimes they just don't listen to you. You could like completely turn ads off and they just like, they'll show ads anyways sometimes. Railroon. Same song twice. We're letting it rip 2 times in a row. No big deal. Oh. Oh. Gotcha. YouTube increases ads lately. For the YouTube streams, so this is kind of what I mean, Deadeye. They're really on YouTube. There should be no mid-roll ads on YouTube. I have it set for no ads during the stream. So if there are ads popping up, it's because YouTube's overruling what I'm telling it to do, and it's playing ads. Just an FYI. I literally have it set for no ads, mid-roll ads on YouTube. I have it set for 1 skippable ad before the stream, and that's it. So, pop to number 16. Comex says Starbucks ruined coffee. I mean, I don't know if Starbucks ruined coffee, but I'm not a big fan of Starbucks. Just the way they make their coffee, I'm not a big fan of, but... If you add chocolate to milk, you can't call it chocolate milk anymore. Can't call it milk anymore. Man, Fred's on one today, huh? He's really getting after it. He's really getting after it. Yeah, everybody knows chocolate milk comes from brown cows. Hashtag facts. Buffalo wings come from those flying buffaloes. It is known. Come on, bro. Okay. Stony Tombs doesn't exist. No big deal. Give me right. No? Doesn't exist? Okay. Good. Wasting my time? No big deal. Okay. 1 eternity later. Fred's just trying to help out the interaction on the stream. Ooh. InSync is the most innovative group in the 20th century. Changed my mind. 77 Hell Cold Slurk. Very long comment there, Boucher. I'll try to get to you. Generally, I prefer comments much shorter than that, but very tough to read and stream comments out loud. Thinking about speed farming Andy TZs for a few gear upgrades. What do you think that could do? Yeah, you can, if you're... Now, I'm assuming you're playing softcore, not hardcore. So this advice is for softcore. You can definitely, no matter how squishy your character is, you can do Andariel in hell difficulty. You're a cold sorceress, so you could do like Ancient Tunnels is a good spot. Some Terror Zones could be pretty tough. But yeah, definitely getting gear upgrades from Andariel. And what kind of cold sorc were you? If you're Blizzard, you can Moat Trick Mephisto. Look into that. So, if you're super squishy 77 Blizzard Sorceress, I would say Andariel, Moat Trick Mephisto. And probably just do those for a few days and hopefully to get some luck. And then maybe you could hit some Terror Zones too. Blizzard, yeah, alright. Cool. Shadow Ninja, what's going on? Yeah, sorry, I'm getting a little behind in the comments here. I'm trying to keep up. Struggling here, though. I'm struggling.
Love y'all, my dude. Also, happy Friday. ENOJIS, happy day.
LLL. So Ninja, appreciate you, Shadow Ninja. Where did that one come from? I know it's a Streamlabs one. Streamlabs doesn't pop up on my screen the same way, so I got to click a button to check it. But mega appreciated. Streamlabs is actually goated because they take out the Streamlabs donation. They take the smallest cut out of any of the ways of supporting the channel, so they're actually goated. TGIF Bulbasaur, yo! Thank you for the $15 Streamlabs donation. Absolute legend. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the generosity. One of the funny read off of the AIs. AAAALLLLL 17. Okay, where are we here? Let me try to catch up real quick. Been playing since LOD. You never got an SOJ, says Jeremy Phillips. This is my revenge mission. Best of luck. Yeah, hopefully you get one. Mega quick. I've had very varying luck. One time I ran Andariel to get an SOJ, and I got one on the 89th run, which was sick. That's like less than an hour. Then again, one time I had to do 1,476 runs to get an SOJ, so which was longer than an hour. So it took me like 15 or 20 hours to, or 15, 16, 17, 18 hours, something like that, to get an SOJ. That was less pleasant than a sub-hour SOJ, so. Snow Pro, I don't know, that sounds offensive, so I'm gonna have to ask you to not say things like that. Oh, Superior Dusk from one of these scrub monsters out here. Is it? Oh. Why does it have to be one-socketed? That's gross. The Mac is a 15%? Like, come on. Come on. Nailed it. Alright. Probably. I don't know what all this religious talk is, but it's a little strange, I'm gonna be honest. Nightmare Andy get good gear. Yeah, but in my opinion, this is my take on it. It's how I play. I can't sacrifice the opportunity to get super lucky in hell difficulty. And like, you could literally have a random carver that you accidentally kill next to Andariel, or that drops dead right there. Because when Andariel drops dead, all the monsters anywhere close drop dead too. I've literally seen Ohm runes and stuff like that Vex runes pop off of the little carvers around Andariel in Hell difficulty, and you could get your Shaco from Hell Andy that you couldn't get from Nightmare Andy. Like, so I would just always, unless you're specifically offline single player, this is my take, unless you're specifically offline single player running for an SOJ because you can't get one any other way, because they can be incredibly rare, I wouldn't do Nightmare Andy personally. Because if I would follow that advice of running Nightmare to try to get gear right off the bat and ladder or something like that, or I would have never found that Burroon on day 1 of ladder this season. I would have never found that Griffin's Eye on the 2nd day of ladder 2 seasons ago. You know, so I can't sacrifice that opportunity to find like a Peasant's Crown from Nightmare Andy. You know what I mean? Give up the chance to get a Burroon day 1 of ladder. You know, I couldn't do it. Superior Bone Weave. Oh, I did not see that. I'll have to, maybe I'll go check real quick. I don't know how far back it was. I'll look real quick. Well, I do want to check this actually. I guess I'll go check. I don't remember where it was. If this isn't good, if this is one-socketed, you're banned for life, Zeppin. I seen it one-socketed on the ground. No, I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's why I usually don't go back for stuff, but I thought it'd be funny to do this time. Stephen's like, I'll see myself out. I'm just kidding. Chipin says, trying to get an SOJ for a single player so we can get a nanny. Yeah, that's the one instance where I would run Nightmare Andy as offline single player for that reason, to get an SOJ to use and to get SOJs to farm an Annie or whatever. So Ort. Sure, we'll grab some of these. Up to the next one. Okay, where do we go here? Jeremy said a few hundred runs in. It's got like 10 Minalds. Yeah. Nightmare Andy running for SOJ. You're going to have a lot of Naggles and Minalds. A lot of them. Javazan away for a while because she couldn't get gear. Came back after you got Titans T-Gods. Nice. In the same Terror Zone run. Congrats on that. It's not a bad strat though. Farm up some of the basics like Titans and then T-Gods or Razor Tail. Or hopping onto another character like a Javazan like that. I like that strat for sure. Yeah, Jordan said that bone weave, he said it landed on the ground and Phil could obviously see it was one-socketed. I just have that ability, you know? I can see the one hole in it. Five boys, it was funny, says. Nice. JM Domino said on a playthrough he got an SOJ off of Nightmare Andy. Nice. I've gotten some things on a playthrough, but I don't believe an SOJ I've ever seen. My best playthrough drop ever, since this just popped into my head because somebody said that about the SOJ. A low rune dropped on a, well, it was somebody was rushing me actually, and a low rune dropped off of a tied up rogue or whatever in Act 2. You know how they're tied to those pillars or whatever you call them. But yeah, a low rune. I just was running, following this guy, and boop, clicked on something, and a low rune popped off. It must not have been super. It was a little bit early in ladder, I remember, because the guy that was rushing me was running. He wasn't teleporting. So it was pretty early. I think it was like the second, third day or something like that. A paladin was like charging and rushing me. But I was like, here, you can have the low rune. He was rushing me and like 7 other people for free. So I was like, hey, you were nice enough to do this for free. I'll let you have this low rune that I picked up, since you're doing all the work anyways. Jeremy says I'm smarter than all you D2 players. Well, yeah, when it comes to the one socket, being able to see how many sockets are and stuff, I knew that one had 2 before I picked it up, but I just thought I'd take a look at it for you guys to be able to see. Just kidding. Check these. Fritz says all of SOJs came from playthroughs off of random boss farming. Interesting. Yeah, I would probably boss farming. I haven't, with the exception of Nightmare Andy. All of mine are from, like, I remember I got one from the Flayer Jungle one time, and I can remember back in the day, like, the first SOJ I ever found myself was in a cow game. Hell Cows. Like, somebody had went through and cleared all the cows out pretty much, or not somebody, but like a whole group of people, I guess. And there was just like a few, like 2 cows here, 1 cow here, and I was going around and I killed some of them, and there was 1 cow, and I went up, I think I had a Javazan, like, took it out, and just unique ring fell off, picked it up, ID'd it, I was just like, Dark Woods Underground Passage. You know what? I think I'm gonna go do that. Till I get bored. We do. Oh, never mind. Nope, not you. Probably should have went the other way, but. Oh, I can't go that way. We gotta go through the Underground Passage. Vex on an Act 1 playthrough. There you go. Snowpro said he's way dumber than I am. True story. Where are we going here, bro? Where is what I'm looking for? Actually, why don't I look for the path and just follow that, huh? If I was a smart person. Oh, no. No! I'm making myself look like a fool. Oh, I hate these ones. Dun-dun-dun. It's pretty much like running the pits, but it's like way bigger. Kinda. And there's these bros. Latched, welcome in. Your keybinds confuse me. How do you swap skills if they aren't set to a keybind? They are. See right here? See how it's F2, F4, F3, you know, F1, F1, F1. This one's not, because that way I can just click here and cast another wolf, but these are all set to the F keys, all the millions of different keybinds I got. Whoopsie, miss, miss, miss. We're right here. First Shaco ever found, rocked off of a cow. Nice. Yeah, for uniques and stuff, I usually hardly ever find anything in cows. Hardly ever, never, almost. Yeah, Hell Andy, somebody, JC says off of Hell Andy. Yeah, definitely can. Definitely can. I always end up not from Hell Andy, but I've ran Hell Andy a lot too, but maybe it's just my bad luck. You definitely can drop it, but I guess that's just how my luck goes. Okay, can we, thank you. Yeah, I guess the spirit's always gonna die when I tell these stomp monsters, huh? I missed a white ring and a hex chime back there. Oh no, I better go back and check those out. Fevered Mind says never found an SOJ, but had a ton of them as currency back in the day.
Insane.
Well, yeah, back in the day, I probably had like 200 of them back in the day. Oh, Nexus, he ain't giving up. Comes in with another 5 gifted tier 1 subs over on Twitch. Thank you once again. Nexus, you absolute legend for the generosity. Continuing the generosity. Oh my goodness. Everybody sitting at home, give a round of applause for Nexus over here. They're trying to stop you even on Twitch. It's interesting. It's interesting. Well, either way, thank you so much for the generosity. You've been incredibly generous today. Any ideas to find a Griffins easily? For weeks now. Yeah, Griffins, no matter, I can tell you where to find it as fast as you can, but either way, it's far from guaranteed and it's gonna be a crapshoot. So, Pendles like can drop it, and you can run him real quick. Besides that, you can actually get it from a Thresh Shocket. He can be easy to run if you're on offline single player and you get a map with him right next to it. Beyond that, it's going to be like 85 areas like the pits, or I see someone helped out here. That's all good, yeah. The pits or Cast Sanctuary, Ancient Tunnels, Stony Tomb, something like that, or Terror Zones. And just online, the fastest way is going to be trading for one 10 out of 10 times. So I'm just rocking a Jalal's, nothing crazy. Jalal's main. I do have like a 4 NATO helm, though not a 5, a 4. But I decided I'd just rock this one. JC Mog hasn't found anything this season. Unfortunate. Fred says the highest rune he ever found was a Maul. Really? I would have thought you would have found some other high runes and stuff, but oh, maybe that's the highest one you've ever found in cows, not like the highest rune you ever found was in cows and it was a Maul. I didn't quite put that all together. But I did know. Zephin says a Jaw. Yeah, a Jaw, you don't really need to find any higher than Jaw, right? You don't need to. So, all right, I'll hop to the next game here on 2020. Love from PH. Now, PH, are you talking about the Philippines? Or are you talking about like the city, Cookie? The Michigan City PH. Only when you need the chams, right? Philippines, gotcha, okay. Oh, I didn't grab the waypoint. What a dumbhead. Let's go back from this way. Caster belt worth? Wait, are caster belts worth messing with? So caster belts are kind of only worth doing if you like super early on it and you don't have any other belt option, so you go and make one of those up like right off the bat. But you don't want to craft like 200 caster belts hoping for something good kind of situation. Oh, Nexus coming in with another 10 gifted tier 1 subs over on Twitch. Thank you so much, you legend. Ooh. Thank you so much for the generosity. Continuing. Finding a way. Apparently. Where am I going here? I need to find the other way. Oh, it's right here. I teleported right past it. I need to make sure I grab the waypoint around here. You're at 100 gifted subs on Twitch too. You just tripled my number of Twitch subs. Appreciate you. Fred says everyone raves about cows and chaos for high runes, but haven't gotten much from there. I have, but when you think about the number of cow runs I've done, it really doesn't math out for it being good for me to do. Like in my days, man, it's just not even close to being worth it. It doesn't seem so. Yeah, I've done videos like 100 cow runs, 200 cow runs, and I like don't find any high runes and stuff like that. It's like 40 hours of running cows, no high runes. I'm just like, oh my god. So, Nexus gifted 1 tier 1 sub. Appreciate you for 1 more. Really trying your best to get as many in, huh? Get as many as it'll let you. Thank you so much for the gifted Nexus. Ooh. Shadow Killer not even worth picking up? No, not usually. Unless it's some... I've never known anybody to ever have really used it, to be honest, so I don't even think if it rolls like perfect. But could be wrong. I'm not always perfect on online values of things. Any low runes besides Rail? Now, if there's something worth picking up, is going to be obviously strictly opinion. A lot of people will pick up lower stuff for other things. I do pick up Tal runes and actually cube those up to Rails. But besides that, online, I think the lowest I'll probably pick up is I'll pick up probably Ios and maybe Lums, and then anything like higher than that online. So offline, I pick up Lem and higher only. So, Nexus gifted another sub there on Twitch. That's my god, 106 gifted subs on Twitch from Nexus today. What an absolute Giga Chad. Holy smokes. That's insane, dude. Just insane. Three to Volcano. I feel like that's not the best, but would this be a base for a Flickering Flame that anybody would use? It's one of those things, I've never really gone after the Flickering Flame base for a druid, so it's not one I've looked into. I don't have 100% knowledge on 100% everything, so... Absolutely, yeah. Legend, what a guy. Truth, all true stories. Absolute legend. How many years you play Diablo? So I've been playing, I got Diablo right after the expansion came out, LOD. The first time I played it was before the expansion at a friend's house. But I did take like a few years off here, a few years off there, so it wasn't non-stop blasting for 25 years or anything, so but yeah. You know, when Halo and Call of Duty were in their heyday, I was blasting those, and Elder Scrolls and Fallout, I was blasting those for a while, so I don't know if blasting's the right word, but thank you, Nexus, for another tier 1 sub there over on Twitch. Just keeps coming at it more and more and more and more and more and more. Thank you so much, you Slayer. Added one more to the pile for 107. 4 sockets, no. Fred says, stop that, Phil, you're a smart head. When I say, yeah, no, so when I forget stuff, I always just throw some self-deprecating humor in there. Really, it's just because I'm not interesting to come up with anything else to say. I'm just not interesting enough. Really. That's really what it is. The defense mechanism on not knowing what to say. 4 of each rune just for rune words. Yeah, so I guess I should have mentioned that. So on offline single player, I do have a mule where I have, like you said, 4. I actually do 5, but you know, it's whatever. But of each rune, I should probably just do 4, to be honest. Probably save me some room and make it easier. But yeah, save a few of each just for rune words on single player, and Online, I'd just trade for any rune that I need to make a rune word if I needed it. Jeezy up here a minute ago. Sorry, getting a little behind, missing a few comments. My apologies. Appreciate y'all being here though. And it was a battle royale of all the famous fills in the world. Boy, I mean, I don't know all the fills in the world, huh? I don't know all the fills in the world, so I don't know. I would say probably me, but probably. Just got off work. Okay, interesting trailer walker. Too much information, but welcome in. Pierder, what's going on? Got a question? Feel free to shoot it out there. I'll try to answer it for you. True story. What element does tornado count as? So tornado is actually physical. It's not an element. So it's just like a melee attack, essentially. If Druid is a better MF tune than Sork due to all the elemental mobs in hell. I don't think so, especially with Sunder Charms and Infinities and stuff. The Sork being able to teleport super fast and the AoE on it is better than the Druid, so I would say Sork is still much better. Nexus coming in with another gifted sub over on Twitch. Thank you so much, Nexus. You slayer. The slayage continues. Slayage part 10. Going to Herdier. You're not happy with how your character looks in D2R. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. So you asked them to get a skin. Yeah, there's no skins in D2R. That's not a D2R. Oh, I'm not in the terror zone anymore. All right, let's go 21. Yep, no skins in D2R. Your character looks like the gear that you're wearing. So if you want your character to look different, you gotta put different gear on. Like you see how I look right here, you can go ahead and go bloop. And now my character's wearing an eagle head. Now I'm wearing the wolf head. This one will look a little different. See how the color's changing? This one's got the blue stripes. This one's just yellow. So how about the armor change? The worm hides. It was cool looking, but watch this. Boom. Oh. Not even a battle pass. I know it's pretty disappointing, I understand, but your first character on D2? I think I went with the Necromancer when I first got the game and fired it up, and I was so bad it was crazy. I went Bone Spirit, not Bone Spear, Bone Spirit Necro. it was so bad. Weekend starts right now, Nexus, you say? Nice. Congrats on that. Single malt and cigars. Legendary. Sounds like a good start. Okay. Wow. Toasty around here. Maybe I should pay attention for a second. Look at what I'm doing. There's a Ral rune hiding. Go grab that. Oh. See, Neolithic Diablo won't drop Grand Charms for nothing. Liquidity. If you're playing D2R here, and if you're high level, like if your Terror Zone's over level 90, You can just grab any random Grand Charm from a Terra Zone and cube that with perfect gems to get 45 to life skillers. To try to, anyways. If you didn't know that. You might be playing old LOD or something. So, in LOD, it sounds like you know what's up, so. Fire Die, welcome in. Yo, 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 what's going on? Sorry, I didn't see you there. Phil Collins, Phil Jackson. No, dude, I take out all them guys. All those guys. Galani. So yeah, Nexus actually gifted like 150 YouTube memberships, but YouTube only lets you do so many in a day, so he went over to Twitch to do more, apparently. Just an FYI. Not that he owes anybody memberships, but yeah, just shouting that out because he's such a legend. What character would you suggest? A lot of people, I'm not the best with this because it's been so long since I played Diablo 2 for the first time. It's hard to say for sure, but from what I see and hear from people when they first start out, a lot of people, when they start with Paladin, they have the best time. Personally, I like playing through the game with a Sorceress all the time, but Paladin is pretty consistently talked about as like the character that people like their first playthrough and their first character to be, because it's got a lot of stuff to, it's got a lot of power and a lot of survivability. Summon Necro, Corey says he loves that one. That is one people do mention sometimes as well. So yeah, I'm just giving you an FYI. I'm kind of stealing other people's recommendations here. It's not necessarily mine, but it kind of is. You get what I'm saying? So Amazon a great starter, says James. Oof. That is one I would disagree on. Amazon would not be a great one. I wouldn't recommend Amazon or well, actually Druid's really easy from like all through normal, at least. I was gonna say I wouldn't recommend Druid either. Really. Here we go. LOD, the Army Fire Golem. PJW said when he started the game. Yeah, it sounds like something what I did. I played through the game and then I respect, or no, I didn't even respect, but I eventually was like, hey, this skill's all the way at the bottom. That means it's the best, right? So I like maxed out Bone Spirit. Like a dumbhead. Fire Die and Fred chatting up about some having a little food chat over here. Nice. Jeezy saying fire paladin first playthrough. Yeah, the fire aura definitely can be pretty wicked, that's for sure. Yeah, all the fire skills on every character really on the normal difficulty playthrough are super wicked. How do you give subs in YouTube? Well, you do memberships, they're YouTube memberships, but I don't know, there's a button that says gift memberships and you click it and you go through the steps pretty much. Curl Asset started Wind Druid and now I'm running Fire. Loving the Fire Druid, he said. Glad you like it. I'm not as much of a Fire Druid fan, but I know that it's got its base of support, I guess you'd call it. A lot of people like it. Rogue says first upgrade, got some Mage Fists for the Sorceress. Congratulations. About one of the best for the Sorceress, so Mighty Malachi thanking for the sub there on Twitch. JC said the first time I played started with a barb. Yeah, my second character I did a barbarian because, I mean, barbarians are always the easiest on RPGs, right? Just walk up and swing and bash everything down. Not so much on D2. I mean, actually back then, barbarian was a lot better, actually. Whirlwind was like, I wouldn't say broken, but it was crazy back in the day. Whirlwind is awesome. Galani, so if you're on an Apple product, it's going to be blocked out, actually, now that I think about it. There's a link in the description that'll say become a channel member, and you can click there and it'll take you to a channel member page. I don't know about gifting though, but Apple products, Apple's are real. I really hate Apple, and they're a real shady company in my opinion. Feel free to like whatever you want, but this is just my opinion. And they block other companies from doing business like with just on their products. Real shady stuff. I guess I'll toss that out. I don't think volcanoes is the skill you're looking for. I don't think volcanoes is the skill you're looking for. It's like Armageddon, right? It's like volcano's an okay one, but I think I got, no, I don't have any. Need one more. That's not bro. I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, I would not. Cheesy says, think they got sued for that? No companies can. I'm not sure because they still block out YouTube memberships and stuff like that. So I know they still block the channel member button for YouTube. Really, really cool. But it is what it is. They did. Apple get sued for all kinds of stuff because they do all kinds of shady things like make headphones, make their phones only work with Apple headphones. Till somebody else on Amazon, all these Chinese companies make knockoffs of them, but they take out the headphone jack, so you have to throw away all your old headphones and buy new ones. And they had their own proprietary charger until the EU sued them and made them stop doing that. All kinds of shady stuff. But remember, if you love Apple, feel free. You can like Apple. This is my take. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. So yeah, if anyone's ever on an iPad, or if you're on an iPhone, or if you're on a Mac computer, I think even. I don't know about the Mac computer, but you have to open, if you're on an iPhone or an iPad, you have to open it up in a browser instead of in one of the apps to be able to do anything. Real weird. But yeah. Quick little 15 trav runs ended in an Ohm rune. Nice. Congrats on that. Density of this map's a little sketch, I'm gonna be honest. Got a little something up here at least to work with. Actually, this kind of looks like the same. It's got the tile there. This is the exact same map setup as the last map I had. The above ground there. Yo, gifted sub, says JB Swoosh. Yeah, there was a bunch of gifted sub from absolute legend. Nexus. SOJ Nexus. Could be an added part of the new the channel lore now. I should do that. Make like a channel lore. We got the Tiny Cat Doom Scooter. The Wicked Plumber. The SOJ Nexus. How strong's the Wind Druid? It's pretty good. You can kill stuff on players 8. You could farm P8 solo. I prefer not to. I prefer to only do players 3 difficulty with the Wind Druid. Just because the kill speed doesn't feel fast enough to me. It could just be relative to like a fully decked out Novasork. It doesn't feel fast. But you definitely can clear pretty much everything in the game on players 8. It just doesn't, like I said, it doesn't feel super fast, so. I was having people hop in the games with me, but I just kind of forgot and then was just kind of not paying attention. I was having them set up for 3 people here, but maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll start now. What time is it? 3:30? Sure. So the game is going to be, and this is first come, first serve. If anyone's interested and available, I know people are at work, just watching, hanging out. No big deal. But if anyone wants to, YYTT23, password is QQ. And I'm out here running the Terror Zone. You could go run Cows, or you could run Chaos, or to be honest, the Terror Zone's big enough if you want to run like the above ground part and I run underground or something. All up to you. Right now I'm just running the whole Terror Zone, but we could split it because it's so large that it takes me quite a while. Nexus coming in with another tier 1 sub. Jeez. That's 109 gifted subs on Twitch. My God. My God. Thank you so much for the generosity once again. Nexus. What a legend. Best Tarj. Yeah. Yeah, the generosity is insane. Oh, speaking of insane. Let's go! Let's go! Ooh.
Let's go!
Let's go! I already said that. I just said that. Xantis, thank you for the gifted membership on YouTube. You, the layer. 21 keeps 109 gifted memberships. Nice. I don't know. Mine it says 67, but I don't know. Hard to say. Either way, though, that fact doesn't necessarily matter. Thank you so much, Nexus, for the generosity. Absolutely bananas. Bananas. Just join Deckard. Yo! Well, thank you so much once again, Xantis, also, by the way. Okay, where are we here? JB Swoosh said he was stuck with the Javazon, running into those lightning immunes. Any recommendations? Just run through everything. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. Just run past everything you can. Pretty much. I honestly, like, offline single player solo playthrough, I haven't done one in so long, and I'm not like an expert speedrunner playthrougher. I don't even remember how I played through back in the day. It's literally been 5 years since I've done a playthrough with a Javazon, so it's literally been 5 years since I did a solo playthrough, so yeah, everyone sees the hype going on over there on Twitch. I had to check it out. Hype. But yeah, I guess I'd recommend run through. The one thing, I think to take out lightning means if there's like one here, one there, I would use like jab. And then of course have my mercenary helping out. A good mercenary is going to be real great for you. Real great. being get like an okay insight, an insight made in like a partisan or something, or be a super lucky one of the elite bases, but I wouldn't count on that. You know, you never know if you find something like that, but that's generally how I deal with any lightning memes that I like, quote unquote, have to take out. Fred said he was there for the great Dono Wars of 2019, 2018. I don't remember when that was. The tiny cat and the doom scoot. Oh man, these runs are going great. Just great. 7 MF, let's go. On the same run as that Mal. Pogo attack. Yeah, the tornadoes are physical. Yep. And then the hurricane is I think is the hurricane 100% cold damage, or is it mixture of cold physical? I think it's just cold. I guess it's just cold damage. Why would a hurricane be cold? Logically, this doesn't check out, but that's what it says. In real life, it should be physical because the rocks flying around in the hurricane and the wood sticks and stuff, they should be logically, but come to this channel for the just to enjoy the music. Dion, well, appreciate you, you know. Hey, at least you're watching. That's the main thing. At least you're hanging out. Shah El Rune. Doing my offline farming now. 5th Shaco. What? Fire die. There's no... What? How is that possible? 5 Shakos on single player? 5 in a row Ethereal? The odds of that happening... The odds of finding 5 ethereal Shakos in a row. I know what the odds of 1 Shako being ethereal is 1 in 23, I believe. So that would be like... I can't do the math, but that's like a 1 in 50,000 chance or something. That'd be like taking a quarter and flipping heads like 1,000 times in a row. Jordan, I appreciate you. Kids are on spring, well, the youngest kid's on spring break this week. The older kid is an adult man, so I don't have to worry about him. The older kid is actually an adult man, so.
Let's go.
So Jay Nexus hopping back over onto YouTube with a gifted membership. Thank you so much, Nexus. You Slayer. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the continued generosity. I know Twitch says how many you gifted already, but that's probably 160 or 70 on YouTube gifted memberships. It's a crazy number. Thank you so much. And he comes in with another one. Boy, the number of memberships and stuff today, absolutely insane, SOJ Nexus. Thank you so much for the generosity. Absolute Chad. 2 Shakos dropped from Mephisto, one after another, says the one. Yeah, that's some good luck right there. 5 ethereal Shakos in a row is insane, but that's like in some insanely bad luck.
Let's go.
Let's find 3 more lucky people. There you go. Fred's, Royal, and Nodis were the lucky 3 here. Thank you so much once again, Nexus, for the gifted memberships. Oh, Fire Dies gets in on the action. Thank you so much, Fire Dies, for the 5 gifted Slayer ships. Ooh. Appreciate you. Thank you for the generosity, Fire Dies. Hurricane is cold and physical. Tornado is just physical. Okay, that's it. See, because I thought, because this one just says cold damage, so I thought it was just cold damage, you know what I mean? And then this one just says damage, so I know tornado is just physical, but I know sometimes they did update all the tooltips, so I thought they would have updated it correctly to state it right. Let me go ahead and Google it real quick, because no one else said anything, just to double check. Is hurricane cold damage or physical? D2R? What's Google AI say? It's got to be right. It says it's just cold damage. Let's look at an actual. What does Maxroll say? Passive cold damage. So according to Maxroll, Google AI. And Diablo Wiki, I'll say it's just cold. So. Double check right there, because sometimes I've been wrong in the past. I misremembered things, so. Hey, it's possible. It's possible. One of us has got to be wrong, right? So it's either me or you, so it's definitely possible. Definitely possible. Nexus says both platforms have blocked him out for the next 24 hours from gifting any more memberships and stuff. I mean, that's pretty wild, but yeah, that's all right. You've been so generous today. You've done enough, man. Thank you so much for the generosity, Nexus. I greatly appreciate it. Yes. He hit the limit on both of them.
So it begins.
Quick second here. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, guys. Don't forget the like button on YouTube, huh? Get that like button absolutely wrecked there over on YouTube, huh? I don't want you to just like hit the like button. Like wreck it. If you're on your phone, don't just tap it. Put your finger right through the screen, okay? Just got the worst Andy drop of D2 career. Flawless gem, nothing else. Well, you weren't right next to one of the pillars, were you? Well, I've definitely had the accidental, I don't know if it's a glitch, but where Andy drops nothing when her part of her hitbox is inside of one of the pillars. That's always annoying. Yeah, but I've definitely had those ones where it's similar to that. Just an FYI too, by the way, anyone can join in here if you want to go run Chaos or run a cow game or something while I'm doing this, or I mentioned before, even I run half the Terror Zone and you run the other half right now, just for a little. There's only 20 minutes of this Terror Zone left, but it's open for, so we can fit two people in here, two other people, so. Pogo Attack, is a Wind Druid playable without a large investment of gear? If you want to see if it is, I did a drop highlight video for my first week of ladder, and you can see the stuff I found with absolutely no gear, and you can kind of see it killing and stuff. Because on day one of ladder this season, I found an SOJ, and I found a lot of other stuff. I found this Jalal's right here, you know. I found a bunch of other things. What else here did I find? I found those. I'm still using this. I forgot I was still using that. Found those. I found my spirits and all the stuff to re-roll those. So yeah, you can definitely play with. It's just the thing is, it's not like the most powerful build in the game, the Druid. So. Let me check this one, just in case it's one of those insane swords. Nope. Sure isn't. Okay, where's the way down? Gotta check that. Now you're SOJ saying he could keep going. I appreciate you, man. It's all right. Does Caster Belt offer FCR? Yes, it rolls the same as kind of how amulets do, between 5 and 10. So it's 5 to 10 FCR, probably something like 5 to 20 mana, like 2 to 5 mana regen or something like that. I'd have to look it up, but you can only get up to 10 FCR though, because amulets get in the 5 to 10 roll for the caster amulet, and then it can get a secondary roll from the affixes or suffixes, whichever one it is. I always forget, but 500 Swiss francs per day. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy number, but thank you so much. Yeah, that's the first time that's probably ever been hit. Well, someone's probably done it before, but not here. So you're the first. Let's see. Don't have time to level and find gear. Rogue says doesn't have an online character right now. Yeah, nothing wrong with playing single player. I do love me some single player. I just been playing online right now. Just you know, some people enjoy watching me play online. They feel like it's more realistic to the way, you know, because it's more like the way that they play online. And yeah, some people like single player more. I like it both, so. I get you though. Single player is awesome. The nice about single player is just being able to just fire it up. You have your map set already, set the players count, know exactly where you're going, decide exactly what you're doing. You can save your gear like forever. Obviously at non-ladder you can save your gear forever, but on ladder you gotta like redo it, like re-get all your gear again and stuff. Completely get it. Pogo Attack says I'll check that video out. Just wanted to build with more AoE, getting bored of foe. Getting bored of Fists of the Heavens, huh? Well, I'll tell you this one, Pogo Attack. In my opinion, I think Fists of the Heavens is better than a Wind Druid. But a Wind Druid is definitely different. A Wind Druid can do, like, technically more areas since foe is undead and demons. But there's not really that many great places that the foe can't go, as you're probably aware. It's like Cows and Eldritch Shank, and that's almost it. That's the only, like, good places it can't go, essentially. And, I mean, Eldritch Shank isn't even that great. It's just kind of good early on. Stick of foe. Yeah, FOH, though. Not of the Chinese soup and noodles or whatever it is, or the Asian. I'm not a food expert here. Surrogate says that's the part he enjoys, is the leveling and getting more gear. It is part that I enjoy too, but I don't want to do it all the time. I enjoy doing it sometimes, but sometimes I like just sitting down, clicking open the game, clicking on a character. It's got the best gear in the game. It's awesome. Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? I just hold down A, reset my build, reset all the skill points, boop, 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 boop. Go wherever I want to instantly, fly out there, player 7 difficulty if I want to, boop, go do whatever I want. You know what I mean? Awesome-o. Peace out. Hopefully have a good day. Yeah, so Jess, crazy. I see your comment up there. The Frank's 1100 hooch. Yeah, that's unexplained. What's the word I'm thinking of? Indescribable generosity. Indescribable. Oh, 110. Come on, why can't that be higher? Your Lions making any big moves this offseason? Nothing huge. They did get a cornerback that was supposedly, I'm not an free agent expert or whatever, but you know, I go by what people say, kind of, sort of, the player graders and stuff. And also, I don't pay too much attention to defensive players because mostly I pay attention for fantasy and maybe like putting a parlay down here and there. But they got supposedly the best free agency cornerback there was. So I guess we got a cornerback upgrade, and they signed like probably 3 or 4 other corners too. So we'll see what happens there, you know? We'll see what happens. But I think they did pretty good. Bill Cipher, welcome in. Whoops. Trying to read there for a second. Got distracted. Wait, am I playing a game here? Forgot. Finally saw that video I made about starting on YouTube. I'm not 100% sure. Are you? Is that one that I made that was members only? Fire Die? I think that was a members only video I made a year or 2 ago. It's hard to remember. I mentioned this a few times, but yeah, I've made like 1,500 videos, so it's hard to remember them all. Oh gosh, look at this glowing red quill rats and archers. Always scary. Yeah, gotcha. I've been meaning to do some more stuff like that, like members only stuff. I didn't grunt, sad panda. Ooh, Bill. Ooh, there you go. I guess asking you shall receive, huh? Zeppin says, yeah. The start of the YouTube channel, the members only one from back in the day. Yeah, that was probably a year or 2 ago, but maybe I have to go back and rewatch it. It's been so long. I made so many videos, you know. It's hard to remember. Heck yeah, brother. Members only jackets, huh? How about that? How about that? Go Pistons, Gold Magic Find says. What a legend right there. Go Pistons. Oh man, I got all excited too. I think it was Biv originally, but probably heard it from some other people that Amazon bought the rights to this Diamond Entertainment Media or something like that, which is like the company that owns the sports rights to the television rights to Detroit sports. So I thought Amazon bought this entire conglomerate company. I was like, oh, Amazon's gonna, I already have Amazon Prime. I'll be able to watch all the Detroit sports for free. I'll be able to watch the Tigers, the Pistons, and the Red Wings, all their games. I guess the Wings are on some other stuff too because it's just hockey. But yeah, it turns out they want, it's like 30 or 35 bucks more a month to get your home team sports package or whatever it's called on Amazon. I was pretty disappointed about that. I got my hopes up that I'd be able to watch the Pistons again. There's no way I'm paying a bunch per month to, like, after all I'm paying already for all this other stuff, you know? You want me to do 10 Andy runs for you? I mean, I definitely can. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll tell you what, I'll definitely do that one for you. Let me just take out this one pack here and I'll hop on it. That's a pretty simple ask right there. Oh, Nexus, you didn't have to send another super chat, but thank you so much. I just didn't quite get to your comment yet.
Can you do 10 Andy runs for me?
Yeah, we'll go hit. Here, I'll hop to it right after. Now there's one more champion. We'll take out this one more pack. I'll get on it. 10 Andy runs. Here we go. So, fellas, Sarah, and whatever that says. I'm doing some quicker runs here for the next little bit. 10 Andy runs. See if we get anything. Open for a Shaco. Why not, huh? Why not? Having a Shaco to throw in a giveaway is always a little neat. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Oop. Where am I going? This is a triple, right? Oh, no wonder I was teleporting so slow. Lower level here, even more difficult to read. That level wasn't too bad, but it wasn't perfect either. Now you've reached the max limit on YouTube. Probably not the fastest Slayer here for act bosses, but make it happen. And by not the fastest, you see what I mean. Come on, shake us, says Nate. Yeah. S tier Andy Farmer. What do you guys think? Boom. Oh. All right, let's go. So we start at 25, so we're gonna go to 35 on her. Sweet Phil jacket with my portrait on it. Nice. Oh, what a weird map. Here? Okay, got me good. Got me good. At least I have Enigma for doing this. This would be real rough without being able to teleport. Oh, there we go. It's going a little faster. The tornadoes were probably missing before, so it's just my wolves and my hurricane dealing all the damage. Three-socketed rune word. Noah, for what base? So you talking? I guess online I'll grab them. I don't know. People probably need. What base are you talking about? For armor, for weapons, for a caster, for a melee character, you know? Like, very much, just lightning poison. They're really high lightning poison, though. I'm not sure. I guess, yeah, Enigma, if I had to say, for the best one. But, yeah, Nexus, I appreciate you for the insane generosity. Very kind of you. That's some fat stacks right there. Fat stacks. It is high poison lightning. For a Nova Sork, that'd be kind of okay to use for the start anyways. Not perfect by any means, but okay, we can craft up one caster amulet here. Hopefully she goes good. It did not. That's all right. Fire dice is treachery, another good option. No, it's just all your comments aren't coming through on YouTube. Gotcha. Well, that one came through. Yeah. If you answered which what character and what base you're talking about, yeah, that one didn't come through. No idea why. It could have been depending on what word you put. Oh, gosh, I can't hit. If it's a word that the bot automatically blocks out. I feel like I'm missing it all the time. Nailed it. Bartuck. Interesting one. Not like it's great or anything, but an interesting one. My poison res is actually good, but the length reduced must not be great. Plus, you're just permanently poisoned by Andariel here, so. Oops. Well, it's 28. I fat fingered it to good old Bartuck. Fired, I say, in Bulwark. Yeah, Bulwark here on the helmet side, I suppose there too. Bulwark or Tyraels helmet, rack too. I mean, I'd prefer the Tyraels helmet, but a lot of times Bulwark, it's getting the Io rune is easier to get, even though Tyraels helm isn't the rarest item in the world. Four o'clock, huh? Andy. How did I get Enigma? So I took that Burroon day one, instantly traded it on JSP, waited like a week, and then traded for an Enigma. Chain gloves. That's how I got pretty much everything that I got. Oh, 36s. All right. Not too bad from these. Oh, actually, I wasn't paying attention. Also, some Trangs gloves here. Don't know if I need the FCR, I guess, huh? I was thinking about getting some. I just never got some, but actually, I did actually need these too, so. I did actually need those too. Let me double check around just in case something crazy popped off. Cool, hang on. I do have these. I guess I don't want Mage Fist because I'm not a... I guess I'd rather take the cold res from these, I suppose. I have better than that already, so throw that over here.
Not here.
DMC. Nice. All right. I really like this song. I wish it was sooner on the playlist, to be honest. Come on, Andy. No good. Yeah, this song, it just makes you get after it. Get that stank face, just start headbanging. Josh does always have the good background music. This guy does have some great stuff. Link in the description. Link at the bottom of the description, by the way, to this guy on YouTube. Bottom of the YouTube description. Or no matter where you're at, you can exclamation music and it'll pop up. M&M Creations. Not exactly how you spell it, but you know. Probably sounds about right. Look at the tornadoes. They're going sideways. You get that at Andy, though. I think they're still actually hitting and doing damage because of the hitbox on act bosses. It's like larger than a normal monster. I think that's why it does that. Because you have Telly Stomper, and then her hitbox is all, like going encompassing you. Also a metal guy. Nailed it. Oh, I seen the ad pop up again for that ridiculously named every band on that that one concert I was talking about the other day. This is for anybody who's in here like all the time, every day. So the headliner is actually Meshuggah. If I'm pronouncing that right. Meshuggah. And then Cannibal Corpse, Dying Fetus, and oh shit, I forgot the other one now. Not Affliction. What is it? Let me see if I can find it real quick. This is important to me. What's the other band? Oh, where'd you go? Where it's like things we think you'd be interested in. Oh, here it is. It's right here. You hear me talking about it. Oh, Carcass. Yeah. Cannibal Corpse, Carcass, Meshuggah's headlining, and then Cannibal Corpse and Carcass, and Dying Fetus. What a show. I almost want to get tickets. Even though I'm not like... I've heard Meshuggah's real good. I've seen Cannibal Corpse before. They're ludicrous. You know. Dying Fetus I've actually seen before. They opened for Hatebreed one time. One of the times I've seen Hatebreed. It's a good lineup, says Pogo Attack. Yeah, it's not, none of it's like my favorite go-to music, but it's all stuff that I would, you know, I'd kind of enjoy, so. What about that D2 soundtrack remix you have in some of your videos? Yeah, I mean, if you just like lo-fi Diablo 2 Resurrected music, you could probably find it on YouTube. I think that's how I found it before, so. And then just because I'm in the Diablo partner program, like in the partner program we asked them like, hey, can we use that music for like in videos and stuff, and they were like, yeah, sure, go ahead. So I didn't bring up any. Why did it seem like Andy died way faster that time, and I didn't bring up any of my wolves? Very strange. Very strange. Paul's orb forb and socketed Monarch from a quick run with Phil. Congrats on that, Epic. Congrats on that. How much magic find I got? What was it, 200 something? Sorry, I don't catch every comment. I try to catch as many as possible. We're at 233. My apologies, I was from up a minute ago there. So, yeah, sometimes it might be a minute or two before I catch your comment, but I really do try to catch everybody's comment if I can, so. Not that anybody complained about it, but I just felt like shouting that out. Talking about music, can't wait to go see Parkway Drive again. Parkway Drive's a band that I'm not huge into, but I've heard a few of their songs and they sound awesome. Like, I don't know a lot of them, but the song The Void is one of my favorite. Like, that song's awesome. It's just awesome. So I've heard some other ones I've liked too, and I've heard some other ones though that I didn't like so much, but yeah, some of the songs I've heard from Parkway Drive are just nasty. Hatebreed, now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time, says DMC. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a long time. A long time. Skooma, do I ever get bored of this game? Depends. Sort of, but not really. I mean, how bored are you talking about here? There are sometimes I get bored of stuff, but usually what I do is I stop doing it and then I do something else. Like sometimes people will comment about how I don't play ladder very long, and that's because I get bored of it and then I do something else. So, but yeah. No good, just 3 little old items. Since we're just P1 in here. Oh, that's why he's dying so much, or Andy's getting taken out faster. The other people aren't coming in here with me to, duh. So, final run. Shout out to Nexus for the generosity today. Asked me to do 5 Andy runs. Just wanted to see what was up, so I'm hitting those up real quick. Appreciate you, by the way. Console D2R is hard, but fun, says Ants. Yeah, console, there's some people that love it on console, but I'd find it very hard. Ant says his game crashes with Summoner. Okay. Interesting. I haven't heard too many like crash problems on consoles, but 10 Andy runs. Yep. 10 Andy runs. Those would be the... Actually, I guess technically this is run number 11, but it'll be all right. Because I did 25 and then 35, so that'll be all right. Lorna Shore, any of the heavier sounding stuff, sort of. I sort of like Lorna Shore. I don't want this to sound the wrong way, but I almost like the novelty of Lorna Shore. Like, it's so ridiculously heavy. Like, maybe novelty is not the right word. I'm not exactly a wordsmith here or something, but yeah, like it's almost just like entertaining to listen to because it's so insane, the vocals. I watched some videos that were he stuck a camera like up his nose and in the back of his throat to show like how he makes those sounds and stuff. He like twists his whatever you call it. Is it your whatever, where the hole that goes down into your throat or whatever? He like twists it somehow. That's how he makes those sounds. And he's like, oh, I didn't even know I was doing that. I just know how to do it, and I do it. I didn't know that's what was going on in there. So it's kind of crazy. Good old Will Ramos. Marty, yo, welcome in. A little bit on the late side, no big deal. Welcome in. While she sleeps. I don't fire die. I don't know that one. I don't know that one. Ginger. Ginger is one that I've listened to because people have said they're good, and I didn't really like them. I'm gonna be honest. Didn't like them too much. So generally for the music that I like that I would go see, it's mostly different forms of like rock and metal and stuff, but it is a little bit, not a ton, but a little bit all over the place, sort of. Because like I said, I've seen Hatebreed a bunch of times. One of my buddies, a couple of my friends are big into Hatebreed, so that's kind of, I'd go with them. And I mean, their songs are kind of basic, but they're kind of just like to the point. You know what I'm saying? Get angry, get aggressive. The last concert I went to Silverstein. Oh, I love Silverstein for decades. So, let's see. Before that, let's see another concert that I like chose to go to, because there's like some other, like my wife wants to go to concerts. I go with her. My wife, like, one of the first times I got noticed in public was actually at a concert, a Goo Goo Dolls concert. True story. True story. So, trying to think. Oh yeah, before that I went to Falling in Reverse and Disturbed and a few other bands. Haven't been to as many concerts the last few years, but Nonpoint, we went to Nonpoint, not that, well, that was kind of a while ago now, but What's wrong with Metallica? Nothing wrong with Metallica. I don't think I said nothing there. Goo Goo Dolls. Ah! Dude, true story also, though. All I say is true stories, but they actually got some pretty sick punk songs. Their guitar player, apparently, like, the band originated. Now, I don't know, some of this might be a little off base, but the band apparently originated as a punk band with with this other guy as the singer, and they let the guy who everybody knows sing a few songs, and one of them just took off. Well, several of them took off. But they still at the concerts, the lead singer guy that everybody knows walks off stage, and they just come out and bust out like the punk songs. It's actually pretty awesome. It's a nice change of pace or whatever. Because I mean, I don't know, some of the Goo Goo Dolls songs, you know them, they were so popular, you know, you're like, why don't you slide, you know, and you're singing along, and then it's just like, yeah, let's go. And he sounds like that too. He's like, one day I was walking streets, you know. It's actually pretty awesome. Lars says Jeezy. He knows all about it, apparently. Maybe. Oh, Lars. Oh, Lars, you're talking about, that's a Metallica comment. Doo-doo head. I thought you said something about Goo Goo, but it says doo-doo. Never mind. AFI was the same way. Yeah, AFI was, well, similar, but AFI had the same lead singer, though. Yeah, I have one, at one or two of the early AFI albums, actually. A guy I used to work with loved their early punk stuff, and that was back during the heyday of burning CDs, so I got a couple of the old CDs. The one CD I have, there's like 18 songs, and the longest one is like 1:50. One of their old punk CDs. Maybe it's longer than that. Maybe the longest song is like 2:30, but they're all real short. Voice of an angel? Oh boy. Not true, Jeezy. Not true. Justin says 9 Point. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, 9 Point's pretty cool. Oh, that's another concert I went to pretty recently. I went to, it was called You Listened to Us in High School tour. It was Hawthorne Heights, Il Nino. Anyone, you're a true G if you remember Il Nino. Was that the concert with Seven Dust? No, that wasn't Seven Dust. That was a different concert. It was Hawthorne Heights, Il Nino. Oh, I wish I could remember the other ones. Let me look this up. Actually, You Listened to Us in High School tour, Hawthorne Heights. Let me look this up real quick. Oh, can't find it. Can't find it. All right. Well, I'm not gonna spend all the time for it, but there was like two other bands that were like sick. I forget who it was though, but no, don't, Justin. I do not know that one. Guano Apes. That's a wild name. DMC said worked with a 20-year-old, had to explain what a burn CD was. Yeah, I think I had to explain that to my daughter the other day. Because I actually, just for like the S's and G's, to be ironic, I pulled out my old CD collection, I listened to them in my car. I'd explain to her what a burn CD was. Under Oath, I listened to Under Oath when they were like first came out. Like, I think Under Oath was at like the second or third Warped Tour I went to in like 2006. But I haven't really heard them since. I think they have a new singer, right? Like, well, by new I mean like 15 years ago. You know what I mean. I seen him at Warped Tour. Yeah, that was a pretty wild show, actually, to be honest. When there's bands on side stages that like essentially they blew up after they got booked on Warped Tour, so they should not have been on a side stage, but they were on a side stage type of situation. Emery, I know the band, but I couldn't, if I heard a song from them, I'd be like, I don't know who this is, pretty much. Greetings from Germany. Matthias, welcome in. Slipknot in 06. Nice. I've actually never seen Slipknot before, actually. I mean, I would, but I feel like nowadays, like, if I ever went to see Slipknot, if they ever played now, they would be, like, in a stadium. And I would hate to go to a concert in a stadium. I like going to concerts at, like, the 500-person venue, you know what I mean? Or maybe at most, like, 1,500-person venue. I don't like the seats, you know, 50,000 venues, so... Taking Back Sunday? Ooh, yeah, actually, I went to a Taking Back Sunday concert not too... That was a weird show, too. It was like Taking Back Sunday, and I think the band Live opened for them. Which, it was like a weird, what do you call it? A weird, lineup. It was pretty much just like, who is like kind of an older band that was kind of popular? Like, put them on a list. Taproot. Boy, I barely know. I only know Taproot's like main song, to be honest. Wouldn't say I'm a huge Taproot fan, but I mean, their stuff's probably kind of good, some of it. Liar, wait, Liar, if they're keeping score. I don't get it, Jordan. Seen concerts at Red Rock? Yeah, I've never, obviously that's nowhere near me, but I do go to concerts at, like, you know, those giant outdoor concert venues. There's a lot of those, like, around. I'm going to, oh shoot, I'm such an idiot. This Sleeping with Sirens, I think I'm gonna go see in like a month or two, at one of those. It's a smaller outdoor venue, but you know, with like a hill that you sit on and you get seats, you know, one of those situations. And some other bands I forget. One of my buddies was, hey, you want to go to this? I was like, you know what, I want to hang out with you. I don't know their music too well, but I just want to go to a show and I want to hang out with you, so I'll send you the money and we'll go. Yeah, exactly, Sunil, exactly. Or 420 right now. Let's go. Is that the name of? Oh, that is the name of a band, isn't it? Wook. We butter the bread with butter. I forgot. What another S tier name, huh? Mudvayne in 03 says Justin. Nice. What about Slayer? That's another band where I know some of the songs. I know the popular couple, I guess. A couple of the popular ones, but I probably would, but yeah, it's almost kind of like before my time, sort of. I mean, I'm only 40. I'm only 40. Oh, other way. Anthrax, Death's Angel, and you're talking about Slayer? That sounds like a lineup I heard of. Yeah, like back in the day, I feel like there wasn't as many concerts and shows, and the big, huge, legendary ones I kind of actually remember hearing about on like different rock. What do you even call them? Documentaries, I guess you would call it, and stuff like that. Docu-series or whatever. 80s babies aged well. Well, I was born in the 80s, but I don't know. Like Slayer would have been, I mean, I'd have been like 8. You know, like I didn't start getting into music till I was like 14, you know, like I feel like that's pretty normal for kids when they start being teenagers to start getting into music. Not like every kid has to or anything, but that's a normal time for, I feel like, people too. Because yeah, if like a song came out in like 89, like I wasn't like, oh, you know, little baby, like pulling on my, like I'm 2 years old or something, taking out my pacifier, like I was like, ah. Slayer disbanded, right? I would guess. I mean, I think so. I don't know. The band, hell yeah. Yeah, that like conglomerate of people from the super band. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good old rock chalk. No good. Marty. True story. Well, actually, it isn't 420 somewhere all the time, is it? But once an hour, it's always 420 somewhere. Actually, it's 420 in 2 places all the time, isn't it? Once an hour is 420 in 2 places. Alrighty, looking at the time here. About a 3-hour stream. I'm gonna have to hop off. I'm gonna have to call it a day. Huge shout out to everybody who supported the stream today. Special huge shout out to SOJ at Nexus. My God! Gifted so many gifted memberships on YouTube, so many subscribes on gifted subs on Twitch. Thank you so much for the generosity. An insanely large amount of generosity. Thank you so much. I'll send Twitch over to a raid here too. Why not? Huh? I haven't. I don't know. You know who's on? Let's see if anybody's on that I got on my list here. I don't have anybody I know that popped right up. Oh, Gymnasium's right here. This guy's a good speedrunner. Check him out, guys. Check out Jim. To say what's up to Gymnasium when you get over there, by the way. So we're starting the raid there on Twitch. And so yeah, everybody who gifted memberships, became channel members, super chats, Twitch Prime subs, all that stuff. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. And huge shout out to SOJ Nexus once again for being an absolute slayer. Ooh. So, I appreciate y'all. Peace out. I want you guys to remember, though, make sure you keep slaying. Wait, I feel like I didn't do that right. Keep slaying. Ooh. Peace out, fellas.